Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing something fun, something a little different. We're doing the ride or die tag video that Jaclyn Hill created. I thought it was a really cool video idea and I thought it would be fun to share with you guys my ride or die holy grail desert island type products. So if you want to see what they are, then just keep on watching. Alright, so first thing on the list is primer. Okay, so the primer that I would have to bring with me on a desert island, my ride or die holy grail primer that has never done me wrong is the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth. This one right here. Super affordable because it's drugstore, but it does a really great job at priming the skin. It makes my pores look a little bit smaller. It also helps my makeup to last all day long, so this is definitely that desert island type primer and I love it. Alright, so foundation. This one was a little bit tough because there are some new foundations out there that I do really like and I probably would take with me if I was stranded on a desert island. This one in particular is relatively new, but it's not that new. I've been using it long enough to know that it's my ride or die and I love it, and this is a holy grail foundation for me, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade 105 in case you're curious, but this foundation is just ride or die. It is such a good foundation. Even though my skin is majorly dry, I still love this foundation. I still gravitate towards it all the time. It's just my go-to foundation. It looks good in pictures. It looks good by the end of the day. It's full coverage. This is the foundation that I gravitate towards if I don't know what foundation I want to wear in any given day. This is my holy grail. I love this foundation. It's got a demi-matte finish, so it's not super duper matte. It's more like a satiny finish, and I feel like it just looks really good on the skin. So yeah, this is the foundation I will be taking with me. All right, concealer. For concealer, I would have to take the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This concealer just never does me wrong. I'm in the shade Custard in case you're curious, and it doesn't crease on me. It's full coverage. It looks good. It blends out nicely. It looks awesome in pictures. I mean, not that you're going to be taking pictures if you're stranded on a desert island or anything, but just in case, it looks awesome in pictures anyway. Yeah, I just really love this concealer. I think they came out with new colors too, so I might even switch up colors. Custard has been like my go-to usual shade. I could go for a shade lighter. I've been really loving a really bright under eye area, so I could definitely go for a shade lighter, but I love the formula of this concealer. It's amazing. It's holy grail status. So this is for sure my ride or die concealer. For face powder, I think that I'm gonna have to go with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is also a drugstore product, and this powder just has never done me wrong. I've gone through so many of these powders. So many. I can't even count how many I've gone through in the past, I don't even know, like 5 years. I've gone through so many of these powders, but I love them. I mean, obviously, I've hit pan there, so this has gotten a lot of love, girl. But I love this powder. This one's in the shade Buff Beige. I normally get Creamy Natural, but when I ran out of this and I needed another one, Creamy Natural was sold out, so I picked this shade up. This shade still works pretty good for me, but as far as formula goes, this stuff is just legit. It's so bomb. My face stays matte all day long. It doesn't look cakey on me. Even when I touch up with it, it still doesn't look cakey. And anytime I'm traveling, I always take this with me. It's just a really good go-to powder and I love it. So yeah, this one for sure, ride or die. Okay, so next on the list we have the under eye setting powder. The one for me hands down would be the Laura Mercier A translucent powder. I'm actually all out of mine, but this is definitely my holy grail ride or die under eye setting powder. I just love it so much. It makes my under eyes look nice and bright even though it's a translucent powder. It also helps prevent my concealer from creasing, and it's just a good overall setting powder if you want to just use it for baking or if you want to use it all over the face. It's a really good setting powder all over, and then also for your under eyes. So love this. Definitely a ride or die product. It's my baby. I love it. Alright, next we have a blush. So this one was a little bit tough because I rotate through quite a few blushes just depending on my eye makeup, the tone of everything, how I'm feeling, my mood. But this one would for sure have to be my ride or die. I've hit pan on it and I just love it so much. I feel like it just complements my complexion really nicely, and this is the NARS blush in the shade Sex Fantasy. So it looks like that. It's just a light pink, like a baby pink blush shade. I love a more pinky tone blush as opposed to a peachier tone blush. I know a lot of people like peachy tone blushes, but I love a baby pink blush. I feel like it gives me a nice natural looking flush to the cheeks. The pigmentation's on point. The formula is really nice. It blends out really nicely, and I just love this shade. It's really pretty. Yeah, this one is definitely going with me on a desert island, for sure. All right, next is bronzer. This one I find myself gravitating towards a lot. It's something that I always take with me anytime I'm traveling, and it's just a really good bronzer. And this one is the NARS Laguna bronzer. This one right here, this is a dual palette. You can get this singly by itself, but this bronzer right here is life. I love it so much. It blends out really nicely. It's not super duper pigmented, so it gives you a nice natural looking bronze to the skin. And you can also contour with it because it's not super orange or anything. Here, I'll swatch it for you guys so you can see. It's right there. That was 2 swipes, and you can tell it's not super duper pigmented, so it allows for a really nice bronze to the skin, but not an overpowering bronze, more of like a gradual natural looking bronze to the skin. But you could totally build it up if you wanted to go for that super intense bronze, but for me, I like a little bit more of a natural looking bronze, so I love this bronzer. I would definitely be taking this with me on a desert island. It's just ride or die. It's ride or die. I have to. Love it. So for highlight, oh my gosh, girl, this one for me was just a no-brainer because I love this highlight. It's so amazing. I use it all the time. I can't live without it. I always travel with it. I always recommend it to people, and it's just an amazing highlighter. So this is the Laura Geller Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. Woo! Girl, look at that. I'm wearing it today. I mean, girl, yes, slay. The formula is perfection. It's a powder, but it's kind of like a jelly. Like if you press into it, it feels a little bit squishy, but it's a powder. And oh, let me just swatch that for you guys. I mean, I know I'm wearing it, but I'm gonna swatch it on my hand so you can see the magic. Like how freaking gorgeous is that highlight? This is my go-to. It's my holy grail. I live for this highlighter. I breathe for this highlighter. It's amazing. So you know this is coming with me if we're lost on a desert island. This can just be our SOS signal, right? There's just no way a search team will not find me. I mean, girl. So next is mascara, and mine would for sure have to be this one by Pure Cosmetics. It's their Fully Charged mascara. This mascara just has never done me wrong. I'm pretty picky about mascaras. One of the biggest problems I have with mascaras is that it flakes and it gets all under here, and by the end of the day I'm looking a little raccoonish because it just flakes and it smudges there. There just aren't very many mascaras out there that don't flake on me and smudge, but this one right here is my ride or die. I love this mascara. The brush is amazing. Let me show you guys what the brush looks like. It looks like this. It's kind of got like a dip in the center, but I feel like it just hugs my lashes really nicely. It separates them really nicely, and I just love the formula of this mascara. It doesn't flake on me. It's super black, and I can build it up without it looking super clumpy or anything. Like I like a moderately clumpy lash look, so this mascara is for sure my ride or die, my go-to, holy grail. I love this mascara. It's coming with. All right, so for lipstick, so this one of course was a little bit tough for me because I'm a huge lip junkie. I just love lip products. I love lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, lip plumpers. I love lip products in general. So this one was hard to just only pick one, but I think that if I were stranded on a desert island and I had to go for any lipstick, it would have to be this one. This is the NARS Audacious lipstick in the shade Raquel. And let me tell you why. So this is the shade. It's a peachy nude shade, and I feel like it's a great everyday kind of shade. I feel like this is the shade that I would want to live in. Like if I could only have one shade of lipstick forever, it would have to be this shade right here because it's the perfect tone. It works great with my complexion. It's a peachy nude, and the formula of this lipstick is freaking amazing. I love the formula of the NARS Audacious lipsticks. They're very opaque, but they're super buttery. Oh my gosh, girl, let me show you. So this is what the shade looks like. It's a very peachy nude. I think I've worn it a few times here on my channel, but this is one that I keep in my purse at all times, even if I'm wearing another lipstick. If whatever lipstick I'm wearing rubs off or wears off by the the middle of the day, I'll go ahead and just put this one on because it's just my comfort zone lipstick and I love it so much. But back to the formula. The formula is so amazing. You can see that it's very opaque. It's buttery and creamy and feels so comfortable on the lips. Like, I die for this lipstick. It's amazing. I would definitely take this with me on a desert island. It is for sure my ride or die lipstick and my ride or die shade. All right, so next is liquid lipstick. This one was kind of tough too because I have a ton of liquid lipsticks that I tend to rotate, but this is also another one that I legit had to pull out of my purse because the shade of it is just my perfect shade. And if I don't know what lip color to wear and I want to wear a liquid lipstick, this is the one that I'm going for. This is the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Truffle. And girl, this color is just right up my alley. It's like a peachy brownie nude. That's what that looks like there. But I love that shade. It's a great everyday kind of color. It's definitely a color that I go for if I have no idea what I'm going to wear. I love the formula of the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks and the brush. This brush is so comfortable to use. It's a doe foot applicator, but it's really fluffy. Like, it feels very comfortable on the lips. The formula is just really nice too. And I personally have never had an issue with this formula making my lips dry out. I know there's a few liquid lipsticks that I've tried that can be a little bit drying, but this one is not one of them. So I love the formula of this, and this is definitely a ride or die product for me. All right, next, lip gloss. I don't do gloss too often. I'm not a huge gloss girl. I'm more of like a matte lip or a satin lip kind of girl. But when I am feeling a little sassy and I do wear gloss, I go for the Tarteist lip paints. I think these glosses are so amazing. They feel so comfortable on the lips. They don't feel sticky at all. This is the shade that I like to gravitate towards since I'm pretty much always wearing nude lips. I mean, not today because I wanted to do something a little fun today and wear a pink glittery lip. But on the daily, I'm normally wearing a nude lip, and when I want to gloss it up, this is what I go for. It's a peachier, so clearly a peachy tone lip is my go-to. But this is also a peachier nude lip gloss. It just glides on so nicely on the lips. It doesn't feel sticky. It's pretty opaque too. It's not the most pigmented lip gloss that I've ever used, but it is pretty pigmented. You can definitely wear it alone. I do wear it alone. If I'm in a rush and I just want to throw on some gloss, this is what I go for because, I mean, the color is amazing. It's right up my alley. It's very comfortable to wear, and it's just an easy pick for me. So love this gloss. This one is in the shade Obvi. I don't know if I mentioned that, but love these Tarteist glossy lip paints. Definite ride or die. All right, next we have lashes. So my ride or die lashes are gonna have to be these. These are by Coco Lashes. They're in the style Soho. These are my favorite lashes. They just give me so much life. They're perfect for my eye shape. They're very long. They're very wispy. I love long lashes because I have a lot of space between my lash line and my brow. There's just a lot of space going on in there. So I love a long, full, wispy looking lash because I feel like it really just makes my eyes look larger and just more flirty. So this for sure is my holy grail ride or die lash. I have gone through so many of these. This one in particular I've worn a number of times. I just try to make it look real cute in there because I don't have a backup right now. I run out of these so much. This is definitely my favorite lash. I just love the style. It's definitely my ride or die style. Love these lashes. They're the bomb. Okay, so for an eyeshadow palette, this one was just a no-brainer for me. This palette just has everything I'm looking for. When this palette came out, I think I was hyperventilating because it was just so beautiful. This is like me in a palette. All the colors that I would gravitate towards on a daily basis are in this palette. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Girl, let me open it. I mean, it's got every color someone who loves neutrals would want. Like every color. I love golden ochre. It's kind of like a warm tone, light mustardy color. Love burnt orange. Love raw sienna. Real Gar. I just love everything about this palette. Love that it has this burgundy color. This is the shade Love Letter. And then it also has Venetian Red. That's another color that I would always gravitate towards and I would always want. I think I picked up Makeup Geek's Bitten because I just love that type of shade so much. And it's pretty much the same as this color right here. And I'm so glad that there is a palette out there that has this shade and all the shades that I gravitate towards in one. It's just so beautiful. I mean, how beautiful is this palette? Right? It's so beautiful. I love this palette. I use it pretty much every single day if I'm not trying something new out. This is my go-to ride or die palette. I just love it. All right, next we have setting spray. This one was a no-brainer for me. This is something that I always use every single day. I have really dry skin, so I don't really go for setting sprays that are like hairspray or anything like that. For me, I just want something that is very dewy, very comfortable, that's refreshing. And this one right here is just my go-to. This is the MAC Fix Plus Spray. This is just my go-to. I use it all the time. It just feels so good. It smells so good. It gives me a slight dew to the skin, especially since I'm a lover of demi-matte and matte foundation. Because I have dry skin, I like to set my face with something that's going to give it a tad bit of dew, and this just does it for me. I love it. It just, girl. And it just smells so good too. I love it. So this is for sure my Ride or Die setting spray right here, girl. All right, and last but not least, we have perfume. And this one is my go-to perfume. I love it. It just smells so good. It flows with my body chemistry really nicely. You know how they say that some perfumes smell good on some people and they don't smell good on other people? And it has something to do with your body chemistry. This one works really great with mine, in my opinion. But this is the Chanel Coco Mademoiselle perfume. I just want to smell like this all day. It just smells so good. It smells very young and sophisticated. It's got kind of like a masculine and feminine scent to it, and I'm a huge fan of like masculine feminine scents. So this I had to include in here because it just smells magical. I love it. I just want to smell like it. So yeah, this right here, Ride or Die, girl. Ride or Die. That is it for this Ride or Die tag video. I really hope you guys like the video and like seeing what my Ride or Die makeup products are. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I would love for you to join my YouTube family. You can just click right here on me if you're on your desktop, or click the subscribe button down below. And also leave me in the comment section any video requests you guys have, because I would love to know what you guys want to see next. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Climbing the skin. I cannot say this in one sentence. It's just not happening. It's not working. Yes, yes, yes. I can't talk.